Ooh, damn.
That was 15 minutes, and I just now noticed that it's not coming through. The funny thing was that the captions were still coming through. So the
Maybe
captions
it's
worked,
still
my voice
detected
didn't.
the device.
What detected device?
The captions. Maybe it detects your microphone and
Yeah,
not the actual
it does,
sound coming through.
because I was muted.
Luckily.
I was muted on my Streamlabs, but the captions currently don't go through Streamlabs. They go through their own, like, Google Chrome thing. So the captions worked, my voice didn't.
That was a
And,
lucky prevention of chaos.
I mean, it still borked. The entire intro to the stream is borked. So for those who didn't catch it, this is Net.
Hello. Again.
Yeah. And
Nice to meet you.
we are working on the cat data pack, and I have just added the make someone a cat and remove the cat from them. And I'm currently waiting on Net to join back into the world so that I can reset the scoreboards for players. And then, oh, actually, hang on, because I need to.
And I went and
I'll have to
the
reset the scoreboards, and then I'll have to reset the tags.
Even though I'm out of it today, I guess you could say today's been a rather big catastrophe.
Oh my gosh, cat pun! I mean, I like the pun, so I can't complain all that much. But
I can just imagine your two tails swishing. Oh my god, cat pun!
I mean, you don't have to imagine it. I can kind of make them swish. not nearly enough. I need to figure out that, but that's pretty low on my list of things to do.
It's probably going to be weird when you have body tracking and can actually wag your tails.
I mean, I am gonna do a lot of the, like, one of the funny quirks I have is when I'm eating something good, I'll tend to wiggle in my seat. Yes, you were here. Okay. So
It's a good thing I turned on the stream for a split second and was like, I can hear my voice, but why can't I hear Cad's voice?
Yeah. That is a bit. Yeah.
So if anyone was listening, they just had an entire single-sided conversation.
Yeah.
And then I went and joined the wrong chat, of course.
There we go. So now neither of us are soul vultures, and neither of us have. Well, neither of us are supposed to have any abilities.
Yeah, I'd recommend turning the music down a tad bit too.
Thank you for the advice. So there we go.
It was kind of overpowering your voice for a minute.
Seriously? Good lord, I've even got ducking on. I guess I need to power up my ducking, but so many things to change. But that's
a good ratio is about 5-1 for the ducking.
Message me that on Discord, and I'll do that for the OBS proper, OBS Studio one. So that'll be a thing. What? I just saw a purple ring, and it's because I have a ring light around my webcam, and I just for some reason saw negative of it, and it caught me off guard. Because normally when I see like the sudden random colors and shapes, it's dizziness thing, so I'm typically pretty caught off guard by it.
Oh god, I've walked into the wrong place.
No, you didn't.
Where am
You're
I?
just in there. Anyways, so let's do.
Where's the door? Oh, there's the door.
Cute.
That is so discombobulating.
Baxter. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna start with Baxter. Run. Function. PS underscore species. Cat make. There we go. You should now be a cat. And then.
Let's see. Yep, I have the jump boost point.
Yeah, hang on. Let me At a run function ps, and this should be. Because I still have Soul Steel for some reason. Do you still have Soul Steel?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to do a common effect somewhere in here. Update effect.
Have you tried like
That did not work.
holding down the jump button? Is that intended to act that way, or is it like?
What do you mean? What is it doing?
When I hold the jump button, it doesn't apply the jump boost
Oh,
unless
yeah.
I stand still for a little while. Is that intended?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be.
I'm just trying to
like,
break things.
Yeah, you need to get your footing before you can get the higher jump, essentially. So if you're just running and jumping, you're not going to jump very high. But if you're like on solid ground and then jump, you're able to jump higher.
Mhm.
So it's that kind of thing. Hang on, let's do effect clear everyone, and then you should
There we
have
go.
just jump boost back.
Yep.
Because that auto gives back.
Boing.
So then if I do the function ps underscore species, and then make myself a soul vulture, I now have soul steel, and if I remove soul vulture, does it get rid of it? It does. So why? What
Okay,
got
good.
changed? Why? I need to go double check how it's removing things, because essentially one of the things that's happening is that we're testing this in a way that it's not intended to be used, so it's breaking a little bit. Because you're supposed to remove a species by using the remove thing, but since we've got like random access attributes that we're trying to remove as well, and I do a full clear each time, it doesn't necessarily like it.
Oof.
So we need to check update effects. So this is execute.
Hey Goblin, do you want to see the bottom of the void? Whee!
Oh, I see why. So, I cleared our scoreboards, and that also cleared the marker for they have gained this effect.
Oh, okay.
So, essentially, if I want to remove an effect, but let the update effects remove it too, then it needs to do the just clear the ps underscore a soul steel and not ps underscore soul steel. Or really, you just remove the species like you're supposed to. Like,
or you don't get lazy.
It's actually, I guess if you're full clearing everything, then you clear the tags, you clear the scoreboard, and then you clear the effects. So you just do a full wipe of everything, and then you add back whatever you want.
You can have a faster crouch, Cat.
Wait, what do you mean?
If you sprint first and then hold crouch, you still get the speed boost.
Wait. Hang on. Let me make myself a cat.
It's
Let
like
me see
a
what you're
dull
talking
down speed boost, but it's like a faster
Okay.
crouch, essentially. So if you're sprinting and then crouch, you kind of waltz.
That is. I mean, I guess I'll keep it because there's not really all that much to it. I think it's because it's an attribute thing.
Yeah, and then you can let go
'cause-
of sprint, and then it will continue.
Yeah, if you let go of sprint, you start. If you let go
wait,
of crouch,
I
you start sprinting again.
have let go of sprint right now, Cat.
Yeah, it's because
Whee!
sprint is a toggle, so it still detects you as like trying to sprint, but you're trying to sprint in a crouched position, and then you just zoom up. But this feels like a cat thing, honestly. This feels like stalking and then running towards them. So I'm gonna leave that be. I am pleased with that.
Kind of looks like a march.
Does it?
Left, left.
Oh yeah, it kind of does.
Right, left. Very
Very weird one. So that that is a quirky one.
I still have to get back to your custom player model too. I put that off so long.
I mean, I did give you that crazy challenge with 2 tails, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So then, the thing that we need to do is the switch back over to coding. Update effects is fine. Cat make doesn't matter at the moment. So cat main function.
I'm sorry, I'm having way too much fun doing it.
I mean, the cat was designed to be fun to move around. Like that was literally my entire goal with the cat. It was, I want to make moving as satisfying as possible so that they just never stop moving.
I'm waiting for the creature that can zip around at insane speeds.
I mean, the cat kinda can. Hang on. Let me go back to... Because you have not seen what it's like to key off of Sugar Rush, Adrenaline, and Sprint Boost. So
okay.
let me give... Come on, where is it? It was the create... Chocolate? No. Okay, hang on. Let me just go game mode, creative. You're gonna need to be in survival for this.
And let me go into survival then.
Yeah.
That cute little dainty little like sprint crunch.
Okay, so eat some of these.
Mhm. And then
sprint. Wait, what? How did that... Oh, I don't have it in yet. I do not have the allergic to chocolate in yet. I forgot to do that. I was wondering why it didn't do the thing. But normally you would end up with the like taking damage from poison because you're allergic to chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
So then you've got the adrenaline boost, the sugar rush, the sprint speed boost, and that is all like very fast. So it is a bit crazy at that.
We need circus music.
So do you already have the... Because where is carnivore? I swore I already did carnivore as a thing. Where is this?
And then when you run out of hunger, you just eat more chocolate.
Yeah, it's because the chocolate gives you hunger, but it also when it does the damage, then you start consuming your hunger to heal yourself. So you can just endless loot chocolate.
But if people interrupt, then it can probably backfire quite a bit.
Cats aren't even carnivore at the moment because I forgot to add that to their make thing. So I need to add carnivore and no choco and fish love. So cats already have a huge amount of stuff for their make function. So we need carnivore, and then we need the no choco because they're allergic to chocolate, and then we need fish love, so fish does extra hearts. Do we actually have fish love fully done yet? I feel like that's one that I surely put off. Let's put that there. And then this needs to change to remove. And we need to remove the exclamation marks for the not. There we go. So that's done.
Whee.
And then, so if we go to diet, functions, nope, we've got the fish food stuff, so we're good on that. And then, what else do we want to do before I reload again and possibly kick you out again?
I don't know, Cat.
So we've got the option. We've got the options of making invisible things become shadow creatures. We've got the option of night vision when crouching, and disarming nearby creepers. So which are you most curious to see? Because you're helping me test it at the moment.
Sorry, run that by me again. You got disarming creepers. And then
disarming
you've got...
creepers, night vision when crouching, and sees invisible entities as shadow monsters.
I kind of want to see what the shadow monsters look like, to be honest.
Alright, that's one that I need to tweak anyways, so we'll see about that one. So then, if I pull over... What was it? Oh, hang on, it should just be in here, I think. Yeah, sees this one. So it's basically just checking for, at E... Oh, do I not have... So one thing I'm...
Speed crawling!
Hang on. Let me... Because I was still in my code. That is a fast crawl.
That's with chocolate.
It is that with sprinting as well? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Sprinting and chocolate and the whole shebang.
Yeah.
It's not a massive improvement, but it's
And I think that's with the sugar crash.
Yeah.
Because I think, yeah, normal is like this, and then if I were to sprint and then go into it, yeah, sprinting is quite fast.
Yeah, I guess that's what you get as a bonus.
Well, yeah, just cats are fast, essentially.
Yeah.
That is kind of their stick.
That's their only shtick, right? Except for the jump boost.
I mean, yeah, the jump boost is pretty darn powerful, though, and no fall damage, don't forget.
How many pros versus cons do cats have?
I mean, their two cons are, well, several cons, are the decreased health, they're carnivorous, and they're allergic to chocolate.
Cool.
And they lose their jump boost when wet. And then they also take the hunger hit from, like, every time you sprint, you'll notice that you have hunger. So it is, cats are made to be fast and consume mass amounts of food. So
I kind of want to see how you would approach a dog creature.
I mean, that's the wolf that we're thinking about.
True.
So we've got the ideas of they're a pack animal, so they get powered up by nearby players or wolves, I assume, would be my other thing to add to that. And then I forget the other ones. You can pull up Asana and read them out if you want.
It was something about skeletons, right?
Oh yeah,
they might get angered.
They do extra. Well, skeletons already get angry. That's skeletons, but they do extra damage against things that wolves get angry at. So sheep and the skeleton. Sheep and skeleton. And that includes sheep and skeleton players too. So, if you are in the Colosseum and a skeleton, you don't want to be versing a wolf. Because they have the natural advantage against you. Alright.
Doesn't mean the skeleton would lose, though. I mean, it all depends on what tools you use at the time.
And it depends on just how good of a PvPer they are, because, like, it's designed to make it interesting to... Don't fishing rod me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw it.
Funny. You saw what? Are you sure? I mean,
yes, I'm sure.
You already hear voices.
I've realized that I am so used to being a cat that I just naturally jumped this. Like, most of the time you'd be like, oh, I have to walk up the side. But no, since I'm a cat on the main server all the time, I just forget that you're not supposed to be able to jump 2 blocks.
Ooh, I'd hate to see like an event where all player species just lose their pros and cons, and then you just have to be a normal player for a day, and then you're sitting there trying to jump over a fence, like, why can't I jump over the fence?
Yeah, it's like, just go over this, and then it's so used to it. Or they come across something like this, it's like, oh, I want to get up there, and they're a cat, so then they just crouch and jump.
Yeah.
And
spiders are going to be an interesting one.
True, yeah.
Like, how would you go about climbing mechanics? Because that would be
there is an effect for it.
Intensive.
It's not gonna be intensive.
there?
There is an effect for it in this
Is
mod
there
pack.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Grab a
Nice.
banana and eat it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It also
Yeah, so
makes you jitter though, doesn't it?
I don't think
When
so.
you eat
I
a
don't
banana,
remember.
it makes you kind of like jitter around.
Uh,
Or maybe that's an extra effect.
and this was.
Let me try.
And it was
Banana.
from Alex's mob's banana, I think. Okay, so I've got a banana. Oh, was it not? It was not Alex's mob's. It was atmospheric, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of these. I'm thinking of
Here,
these.
hang on.
Hold on.
Oh, those
Bananas.
things. Yeah, you're thinking of the banana peel.
Yeah.
What mod was the banana from? That one.
Hold on. It was from Foodstuffs
Oh, right, yeah.
Neapolitan.
I can't find it. I'm just going into creative mode, I guess. Game mode, creative, and then banana. There we go. So yeah, that gives you the climbing thing, and then you just go climb up walls. So it is gonna be quite funny when you've got like the cat, the soul vulture, and no, I'm not gonna slip on a banana peel. But yeah,
Where does
so
it actually drop it? Does it drop it where you're looking? Or yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, this would be a horrible weapon for monkeys.
you know.
Hey cat, it's real life in Minecraft.
I mean, I do stumble a lot, but not like the oh friggin' hell.
This is a weapon, cat. This
It
is
is
a
so
massive,
annoying.
but it's also a self-harming weapon too.
It is. You walk over them now. Quit it.
Oh, there's actually a limit to how many you can put down, I think.
Is there?
Oh no, it was just lag. They're kind of interesting though. Imagine giving monkeys a self-sustaining banana bun.
I'd say that like I don't like actually giving players things. I like giving them abilities. So that they've just got to work with what they can do.
Well, it's actually an effect. It's called slipping, so you could have them make things slip when they punch them.
Oh, slipping might be a funny one for slimes. Just slimes are always slipping.
That would be hell annoying, though.
It would.
Although, if you can think of it in like a context of a certain situation, maybe they slip on water, or maybe they slip when they're on certain
I'm not even
terrain.
moving. It's just doing that. Maybe set terrain or something. It could be that when they take damage, they get it, but they also get like speed or something. So it's kind of like one of those instinct things where they just run. But taking damage, you kind of want to be in control in that situation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless it's a downfall of having a slime race. Where,
I mean, slipping would be a downside. It's just a matter of like how do you balance it?
A random chance to have it happen every, I don't know, something or other. Every 30 minutes maybe you have a chance to slip.
I mean, I tend to try and avoid random chances unless it's like a random chance triggered by something.
What about if they're hit? They have a chance to slippy slide around. Yeah.
We could do it so it's only when they're hit by an entity of some kind or something. You can do a limit like that. I don't know. We're getting sidetracked though. We're supposed to be working on the cat today, not planning out new slime species that we just kind of randomly thought of.
But then you could have sub-slime species too.
True, magma slime.
Yeah. So they just leave a fire trail behind them.
Oh, what are we calling the ability to see invisible things? Is that? I didn't have to name this before.
Hmm.
I could put like medium because it's essentially like I'm inspiring this off of like Cat's Sixth Sense where they can see ghosts or whatever.
Just
But
call it Sixth Sense.
I guess.
Or sensing.
Sensing works. So we'll do sensing. Okay, say sensing, and then we want to do a new file. Sensing.mc function. And then this should work if we just take the execute at all invisible things, run that force only for cat. I think. So one thing that I'm trying to think of is do I want a limit on how close the thing has to be?
For which bit? For the sensing?
Yeah, so it essentially, like, right now it's not set to a limit of how far they can be, so you can see, like, if the entity is rendered, you can see the particle type thing.
What about a chunk-based thing?
Like I can only do block distance, so I could do, like, 16 blocks, and that's a chunk.
Yeah, 16 blocks. We can have a test on, like, what makes sense.
Yeah, I think, because the other one that I need to figure out is how to make it so that either the cat doesn't see it on themselves, or it's rendered in a way that it's not as intrusive as it is now. Because right now it's forcing for any cat, essentially.
In terms of people playing, less intrusive is usually the better option.
Yeah.
I know for me, I get very distracted with a single pixel wrong, so my eye can just pick up a single
One thing
pixel.
that might be an interesting one is that cats can see invisible entities unless they're cats. Because cats know how to hide from other cats. So then that'll stop any cat from seeing themselves because they're a cat. But it also makes it so that if you are a cat and you want to sneak up on another cat, you can.
Fair enough.
So I think that is the more fun option, so let's go with that. So, and tag...
Are they sensing with their nose or their eyes?
Eyes,
Sense
I think.
of smell makes sense, too.
It does. I don't think it really quite matters, but I'm gonna say eyes for my head. And type does not equal add cat. So I'm saying whether it is a cat player or a cat entity, because a cat entity will know how to hide from cat. So an invisible cat is a thing. And then we need to go to the init. I don't need fish food, I need init.
Fish food.
And then we need to add this as a new one, and this is going to do PSA, sensing, and then can see invisible entities as the explanation for that. And then we need to go stick this in the uninstall as well as in our species creation thingy.
When you're jumping as a cat, is it supposed to turn infinite for like 2 seconds?
Yeah. Because if you look at it, that is actually the you get, because how do I explain? That is the no fall damage. If you have infinite jump boost, well, it's actually like literally maxed out jump boost. It's not actually a jump boost. You'll jump normally, but you will never take fall damage.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's why whenever you're going down, it is saying, okay, no fall damage. Nothing's gonna happen. Which, actually, I've just realized, that's probably also gonna work on the next update. Because, like, so the limestone spike thingies will probably also not damage cat. Because it relies on fall damage, and cats just don't take fall damage. So that's
Fair.
gonna be fun. Alright, so cat make, I need to add the sensing one. So we'll grab this, let's put that there. Let's do diet. Save. Also, did I add the diet to the soul vulture? I did, but I've now got these things in an annoying order, so I need to fix that. Diet. Because I like things organized, and it was not organized, and it bugged me. Carnivore was just randomly in the middle. Then we'll do that, and then I need to grab, I can close those two, because I don't need those. Where is my cat make? There it is. So we'll grab, like, this bit here, and then I should be able to just plop that there, get rid of that exclamation mark, and change that add to remove. There we go! So that should be good. And then we do the actual update. So let's delete that there.
I love how you can swim in the air, basically.
What do you mean you can swim in the air?
Like, because there's a separate controller to enable crawling.
Oh.
you can crawl and fly at the same time.
I mean, it works. Okay, so then we'll reload. I suggest landing. Or, well, you're probably just gonna be kicked anyways.
Yeah, I usually am.
Yeah,
I don't know why I get kicked. Because I didn't get kicked from the actual, like, server.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Bit weird.
Maybe it's the limited internet connection.
Maybe?
Or maybe it's
I mean,
just
it could be because I'm hosting, and then it freaks out because it's reloading.
Yeah, and then the LAN is like, nope.
Yeah. I don't know, it's weird.
Goodbye.
Oh, you got kicked?
Yeah.
It's still reloading for me.
It was a nice life.
Alright, it has finished reloading, so you should be able to be back in.
Eating food.
So if I do function,
learning words.
ps underscore species cat remove, and then make myself a cat again.
It's always funny how I get kicked for unrecognized tag too.
Yeah, that is a weird one. Let's do villager. Wait, what? Since when was this a thing?
Skeleton villager.
Yep. For a second I was like, wait, how did you get that? And then I realized, oh, I'm streaming. You're probably looking at the stream.
I am. Wow, that is a cool mob though.
That is a very interesting one. Like, is this hostile? It must be hostile.
Yeah, it's probably when enemies attack villages.
Alright, so then let's take a splash potion of invisibility. And that's not doing any particles. So, something's fudged. Oh,
or it is protecting and there's just no effect.
Well, I think I did the dumb and I forgot to stick it in the main. So, it is registering that I should be seeing it, but it's never calling the thing.
Thank you. Yeah, that's fine, thanks.
So we need the execute like this thingy. And this is going to check
in the
if
background. That kind of took me by surprise.
The invisible. I think that's how you spell
Voices in the
invisible.
background took me by surprise. They just walked in like, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh god, where's the mute button?
Okay, so we'll do sensing there, and then this is PSA sensing, and this one is sensing.
You know, really, we should really change these cobblestone stairs into a throne because you spend like 2,500 hours of your coding time standing on top of the
I don't
pedestal.
know why I always go for like this point. I don't know what it is about it. It just feels comfy. So I think that's what we
That's
need.
exactly how a cat acts, cat. So
I
I'm
mean,
not
that's why
surprised.
I'm the cat species, because I realized that I already act like a cat. I might as well just give myself the abilities of one. Because what else am I gonna do with my time, apparently?
Also, I joined in, but I assume you're gonna be
Yep, it's gonna be
updating.
reloading, like, right now.
Oh, God.
Reload. There we go.
Please don't send me to the void again. I don't
I
want
mean,
to go back there.
it's not the void. It's the menu.
It's a weird
If
place
it was
of
the void,
numbers
I
and
would do
letters.
"This is Sparta" off the edge of this platform.
That's fine, I'll take it. Yeah, you need to stop making me jump, damn it. Yeah, you. God damn it.
your
Making
your
me
mom coming in?
scramble for the
I
bloody
assume that's
meat.
your mom and not your sister.
Oh, that's my sister.
Oh, don't tell her I said that then.
Although I'm not surprised, my mum sounds older on the phone. So it's probably.
Yeah, I have not learned to differentiate the voices of your family. Let me put it that way. Okay, so I am reloaded. I think the... Did it just despawn? No, it's here, it's here. It's just not... Okay, why is this not working now? I don't want...
Probably some grammar error or a really simple problem that has a
Probably.
really simple answer that you'll only
It
ever find out
usually
until
is.
it's Q&A.
So let's try the... Well, actually, let's try the obvious first. Let's try making myself not a cat, and then making myself a cat again.
I am having a
That is
snack.
not fixed. And enjoy your snack.
Do you like hot cross buns? I like hot cross buns.
Like, I'm not sure I've ever had them, is my thing.
Really?
Because I've heard of them, but I've always just like, are they just bread rolls, or is there something special about them?
They're bread rolls with very extreme sweetness. So they have like currants, and the cross is actually a designated shape. So they're defined by the method of like the shape and how it's made.
Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna be super into them then.
I mean, you're right. It's technically a glorified bun, just a bread roll with.
See, if you had like a fresh baked baguette, I would eat it like cotton candy. But I'm not super into the like stuff.
Oh, my college used to have like toasted baguettes that they would cook in front of you, and like you could choose the fillings and stuff, and then they'd toast it for you. And
like a Subway? That sounds like a Subway.
Yeah, except we don't have branded stuff in our colleges over here.
Fair.
Well, I say that, but like, there's like a couple of buildings that are designated like brand deals, obviously.
I'm missing. Oh, I found my issue. PSFX is not a thing. It is the PS common underscore effects. So common underscore effects.
Those variable
Okay,
names.
yeah, that worked. It's just a dumb thing, honestly.
You just did a dumb.
You'd think I know to look for it, but I guess I'm out of practice. So common underscore effects. Save. Now reload that.
I am not joining in until you've
Yeah,
your...
fair enough. Let's paste that there. Okay. So then let's do reload. And then hopefully this fixes it. If not, I'm gonna have to go chasing down another crazy thing.
I love keeping your stream on mute and just reading the captions because
How wrong
sometimes
are they?
I can piece together the conversation, but eventually there'll come a point where like this random tidbit that has nothing to do with what you're saying just pops up.
Wait. Are you coming together on the captions?
No.
It just said I can piece together, and that was a you thing. That was not a me thing.
Oh, is it?
Apparently, skeletons burn even while invisible. Wait, what? Oh,
maybe
it's
I'm
raining.
just too
I don't have
quiet
jump boost anymore.
Closed captions to detect my voice.
I don't know. Let's do weather clear, because I need my jump boost back. Come on, shake it off. There we go. Now we can actually run around.
Shake it off.
Now
Shake it off. Oh, oh.
Why is it still not working?
Oh, is it still not working? God damn it, Cat.
Function add ps underscore a underscore. Oh. No, that shouldn't have done it. So this is going to be the sense. Oh. It doesn't seem to think that sensing is a thing.
Really?
So that's a new one.
It doesn't even know it exists.
Yeah,
Did you put it in the wrong place, maybe?
No, it's in the right place. That's weird. Why does it not think that sensing is a thing?
Are you mistyping the name?
It should autocomplete with the PS. Like as soon as you type PSA.
Did you reload in game?
I was pretty sure I did. Because it.
I think you did.
Yeah, it reloaded. There's the reload line there.
That's a new one.
Yeah, this is weird.
Just duplicate another one, copy and paste, and change it.
No, because essentially, usually that means that you've typed something wrong. So, like, MC function isn't spelled correctly or something. But did I spell it? Because MCFU.
You put MX function. No, you didn't. That was me.
Sir.
My brain.
MCFUNCTION. Yeah. It is MC function.
Have you hit the limit of how many you can have in one data pack?
I doubt it. Like, there shouldn't be a limit as far as I'm aware.
PSA sensing.
Yeah, PSA sensing.
And then you've got sensing, got MC function.
Yeah, MC.
That's a new one.
UNCTION. That's right. It matches. How
weird.
Yeah, it's bizarre. That was a weird voice crack too.
Bizarre.
Okay, I'm just gonna try reloading again. And why is it raining again? Okay, I'm gonna go inside.
Did you put 9,000 for the time that you turn the weather off?
What? I have not messed with anything like that.
Oh.
I usually just do set weather clear and then don't. Like, I've never tried throwing a time on it.
Yeah, you can do weather clear 9,000 to clear it for like ages.
I mean,
I'm gonna disconnect myself because it's just gonna boot me out.
Yep. Reasonable. Boy.
It's also my bedtime, so.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
I should probably get going, or I'm gonna get sucked in for too long.
Yeah.
I mean, the viewers probably don't know how long we actually ramble for.
Yeah, I guess we haven't done it on stream yet, have we?
No,
One of those crazy rambling sessions.
like I said I was going to leave. Look, I'm doing it now. I said I was gonna leave yesterday, and then we just started on another tangent.
Yeah, that happened.
Like even now, I've already started another
You
conversation.
have. It just happened.
It does.
Uh,
It means the time's worth it.
yeah, I guess.
'Cause my brain just bounces off of things. It's just like, oh, this thing, that thing, this thing, that
We're
thing.
apparently gonna do a penguin as the next invisible thing. Yeah,
Okay.
it's still not working.
Yeah.
Slash function ps_a_s. Yeah, no, it just doesn't exist. This is so bizarre. Why is it doing this? Anyways, you
That's a
need to
weird
head to
one.
bed. Because
Yes,
I
I
keep
really
you up
do.
enough.
Yeah, I will catch you tomorrow, Cat. Have a good
Yep.
one.
You too. Maybe it's the function doesn't like it. 'Cause if the function's wrong, then maybe it's just like this isn't a valid thing. No, it works. It displays the particle. So if I go over to wherever this guy is, yeah, he's right there. And it does not pop it up on me. So that is indeed working. Maybe is it failing to reload because I've messed up the main function? It's done that before. So that could be a reason of something going wrong. Main function, PSA sensing. No, because it's PSA sensing right there. Why is it doing that then? Did I fudge the init? Maybe I fudged the init. No, that looks right. It's not throwing any error either. Let's go back here and then check scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, PSA sensing. Yeah, that's there. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Is that why? Is it just doing the... So if I make myself not a cat, and then... Oh. And then make myself a cat. And then do... Actually, hang on. So if I make myself not a cat, then do the scoreboard. If I can spell right. Scoreboard. Players. Reset. No, reset. Key to cat. Do that. And then make myself a cat again. There we go. I should now be able to see invisible entities. And it's still not running that function. Okay. So it's not a init issue, because if it was, then the scoreboard wouldn't be there. I don't think it's a main... Wait. No, because it's... I was about to say it might not be a main issue, because I have the thingy, but... No, it still can't be a main issue. So what is it that's fudging it? PSA sensor. It's right there. So what is... function ps_a_sensing. Unknown function. Yeah, so it's still just doing that. Did I use like a comma instead of the dot? My name. Where did I go? Sensing this one. Let's rename. Let's delete that. Delete that. Sensing.mc function. Enter. Okay, let's try updating the data pack again and see if we can get this fixed. Because surely we've got to be able to fix this bit. It's having such a weird bit, though. So put that there. And then let's do the reload. Back to game. Reload. Alright. I really hope that we can get this working, because this one is such an interesting quirk that I can't imagine the cat species without this. And I don't think there's going to be many other species with this. I think if I did have another species with this, it'd have to be something that was, like, able to echolocate or something. But I think... this is specifically a cat one, though. I suppose we'll have to rename this to Cat Sense. Because I think if we did have a bat that was winged and had sensing, they'd have Bat Sense. So I think they're going to be slightly different. Okay, it's still not working. I guess now is a good enough time as any to do the rename. So let's go ahead and rename this to PSA cat underscore sensing. We'll just do cat sensing like that. Can see invisible entities, and then we'll just do cat. So it is specified as the cat version of it. So we'll copy that, save, uninstall, put that in the uninstall, save that, and then we need to go to the main function, and main function is now going to check that. PSA sensing, cat sensing, and then we need to rename this to be name PSA cat sense. Did I misspell sensing? No, sensing. I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter if I misspelled it as long as I'm consistent. So cat sensing is now up here, and then we'll rename this bit, put that as cat sensing, and then this is now the cat sensing, save that. That still doesn't explain why it's having an issue finding this thing, because that's such a weird one. Because normally whenever I run into that, it's either I have misspelled MC function so it doesn't know it's a function, or it is that I've messed up some kind of main or init so it's just not rendering the entire thing, or not refactoring? Compiling. Compiling was the word I was looking for. So it's quite weird. I guess since I've renamed it, let's give it a try and see if it was the naming across the board that was having an issue. I'm still not confident with this bit for some reason. So we'll put that in there. And then let's port over to our testing world and do another reload. And hopefully this works a bit better. I think, I don't know, it's still weird. 'Cause what could be wrong with it? It's having such a weird issue. if we can't get it working in the next couple of tries, I'll probably switch over to working on either the creeper one or the what was the other one that we had to work on today? Because it was the invisibility, or can see invisible things. But no, let's give this a try. Still, oh well, of course it doesn't know what it is now, because it's not that anymore. So PS underscore cat, nope, it just knows cat jump. Okay. So I don't know what that's about. I guess let's try for one of the other cat species things that we're working on. And then maybe we can get this working. Let's do... What is one of the other ones that we can do? Let's close those two for now. Night vision when crouching. Night vision with crouching shouldn't... Night vision when crouching is what I was trying to say. Okay, that one shouldn't be overly difficult. Though, the invisibility also shouldn't have been. I swear there's gotta be something obvious, but I've reran this specific command several times. So it's... I don't know what would be the issue with this. Because the line itself works. It just can't recognize this. Okay, so either way, we need to do the night vision when crouching, I think is what we're going to start with. So we'll do PS underscore A underscore stalk? Crouch night viz. Crouch underscore night viz, I think. And then we will do new file, add crouch underscore night viz dot mc function. Okay. So we've got that, and then the crouch night vision should be here. Yeah. So this is going to check if they are sneaking, and then run function sneaking. So that this one, we're just going to move this predicate into our main function later. So we actually need to go to sneaking, and this should handle that bit. Not cat sensing, we need the crouch night vision one. So that should be fine. And then we need to double check our update effects function, because if you notice, our crouch night vision is giving the crazy high amount of time where it's going to look like it's infinite, and that is going to make it so, like, once they stop crouching, they're going to have that unless we specifically remove it from them. So we need to go PS common effects, and then it should be the update effects, and as scores night vision 1, then it's going to go clear night vision, and clear night vision removes it unless the entity is dark boosted. Okay, so we need to add another one here for check if they're a cat or have the crouch night viz thing. So execute as... Hang on. So execute as everyone unless they're location dark and dark boosted. But there's... So that's just auto gonna remove it from the cat right now. So we need to add the cat thing here. So I guess we need to do another unless entity is whatever it is. So extra unless, and then this is going to be predicate unless well, this one's gonna be scores, and then equals ps underscore a underscore crouch. This is actually gonna be capital A underscore crouch. Wait. And viz, I guess. Because we need to keep it short. So unless crouch and viz equals 1 or more, and unless they are sneaking. So this is going to be ps underscore common underscore. Where is sneaking in this one? I think I put sneaking as position based. So let's go check. Status? Predicates? Yeah, so it's status. Plus common underscore status colon sprinting. Oh no, not sprinting, we're sneaking. So unless they're sneaking, and unless they have crouch night viz, gonna run that. So then let's go ahead and grab that again. Come on. Now I've got to scroll and pick that up. Okay. So unless entity is that. And since these are two separate ones, it is unless they are this or unless they are that. So that should be functioning. And then I think we should be fine there. So we want to grab this and stick this in our init. So where is our init again? Should be over here. There it is. So we need to add crouch night vision. So we'll highlight that bit, paste that there, copy that. Oop, dang it. Come on, where's that? So this is going to be night vision when crouching. There we go. And let's capitalize that and add a space there. And then I should be able to just copy this bit and put that in our uninstall. Change the add to a remove. There we go. And then from there, we just need our main function, which is going to be much more like this function. So we'll add that there, and this is instead going to be like the scores from our other bit, which was can I scroll here? Yes, I can. Not that one. I don't think it was that one. Yeah, so it's crouch night viz should this bit. So it is if they are this. Come on, why are you doing that? Okay, grab this bit. Control C, main function, and then it's that bit, and then it goes to the PSA. What was it? The crouch underscore night viz, and this is going to be crouch underscore night viz, and then it should be, yeah, it should just be not the PSA bit there. So that should be fine. And then let's double check. Yep, because we've got common needs to be there. And then give that, that's fine. PS night vision. Is PS night... Yeah, PS night vision has to be a thing, because we've already got the skeleton who has night vision. So we should be fine on that front. And then we just need to do the delete that and reload it. Okay. So we've got that, and then we need to do the actual reload itself. Load. There we go. And hopefully we can get a win on this front, because the invisibility was just not cooperating. And we still need to figure out what the error is with that, honestly. But here's to hoping that it can turn around a little bit and be just a bit more cooperative in the future. And so we've got the invisibility, the night vision, and the creepers that we want to get done today. But we need to actually... It's so weird, because we've got them working in the 1.0.3, and we're just trying to make them work in the 1.1.0 version. So surely this should be just a thing. That's fine. Hang on. I keep doing that one. This is underscore cat. Nope, still doing cat jump there. Okay, so we'll do the cat remove thing. So let's remove cat. Oh, I forgot to add it to the make, didn't I? Okay. Well, let's just do the scoreboard add scoreboard players add beta cat PS underscore A underscore crouch night viz, and we'll just add one, and then I should have night vision when crouching now. Did I forget something about it? So if I do function PS underscore A underscore crouch, right, 'cause this is... So both of them aren't working. So it's something I've done wrong both times. And that is so weird. Is there a limit? I swore there wasn't a limit. So I need to... Because PSA crouch night viz, that should be just PSA underscore C should pull it up, but it's only pulling up cat jump boost. I feel like if it was the issue of... Wait, is this... Hang on, so let me... So if I go here and then reveal in File Explorer, because maybe it's... No, because that is the one I'm moving. Because I thought maybe I'm moving the wrong file. Maybe it's the wrong update. Yeah, because it can't be that, because the scoreboard values are coming through. If the scoreboard values weren't coming through, it would be throwing some error kind of thing. Or just not knowing. I guess it wouldn't be throwing an error, it would just be making it. But it would still... Because the remove was indeed doing the update that we said it was. Or that we set it to. So it can't be that bit, which means it's something weird. What have I messed up on both of these that I haven't messed up somewhere else? Because it's gotta be something weird. Because it's... What could it be? There's gotta be something that it's doing different with those. I think let's take one that's already working and we'll make a copy of it in a different one. So what's one that we can obviously say is working? Well, we know that the cat make is working. So let's copy that and let's put that under cat jump, because we know that that one works. We know that that exists. So then, with that change made, let's go and update our thing again and see if we can call that from there. Because if it doesn't recognize the function, that means that we've somehow hit the cap on function, which is going to drive me up a wall. Because that will completely roadblock what we're trying to do. So, let's see, reload. Up here. Just climb back up here. Because, essentially, if we've hit the point that we can't make any more functions, we can't continue with the data pack. And we have to switch to the mod, essentially. But I don't know how to code a mod. So we'd essentially end up starting a whole new series of just, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. At least with this one, it's all species that I've done before, and I'm just making them more efficient kind of thing, and updating it in a way that makes sense. But if it's literally the roadblock of learn how to mod now, that's gonna be different. So let's see, can it do function ps underscore, yeah, cat make is there. Cat make exists. So it's not that we can't make any more functions, because I was pretty sure it wasn't that. I was just kind of panicking there. But surely there is something different about these. Let's move this into cat sensing. Yes, make that move. So now we'll know if it's a folder issue or if it's this issue. And then what is another thing we can try? Because there's gotta be something like this is legit straight from the other one with just the change of the folder, because that's the only difference. And this one's the same. Did I ps common underscore effects? ps common underscore effects, it's spelled the same way. So it's not that. Is it a folder issue? Okay, well we'll figure out if it's a folder issue in just a sec by doing the move again. So let's try that move once more. So we'll paste that there, and then switch over to our testing, and then go and come on, reload. There we go. So we're reloading now, and hopefully this will tell us that it's well, actually, I don't know which I'm more hopeful for, whether it's the folder issue or whether it's decidedly not the folder issue. I guess if it's decidedly not the folder issue, that means that there has to be something else that we can actually change. If it is the folder issue, then we may be out of luck and have to resort to using a smaller amount of folders somehow, which is going to make it significantly more difficult to keep this as organized as it should be. But I don't see why it would have some weird folder limit it would be like it's just an address essentially. It's like saying that you can't have another street, but you can have another house as long as it's on an existing street. So if we do the PS score, yeah, it's just cat. What the hell, huh? Why is it the folder that's making it the issue? This is heavily confusing. I'm gonna do a quick Google search and just see if I can find something on this. Because if I can find some kind of reference, then we can at least have some better idea of what's going on. So, Datapack. Minecraft Datapack next folder. Folder structure. Yeah, that's just the specific folder. I don't know why it would be posing an issue with just that thing. Data. Cause it's all in line. Oh. That so that lost tracking because I just had to facepalm. I completely forgot to make a functions folder in my data folder. That is like the simplest structure basic thing. Like you can see it on the cat jump. So this needs an inner folder for functions. And then move those in there. Yes, move. And then Crouch Knife Viz needs a new folder. Functions. And then move Crouch Knife Viz in there. Okay. Let's try and make this change, and hopefully that was the cause. Because it's always something really dumb. And honestly, that's kind of part of the reason why I'm streaming this. Because on the chance that someone who also codes Datapack wanders into my stream, if it's something that obvious, they're gonna call it out. But if you're here just to see how it's done and learn about it yourself and don't have any experience, that's fine too. I'm more than happy to have people here. So for now we'll reload, and I am betting that was my issue. And hopefully that means that I can go throw this invisibility potion at that penguin and we can call it good. But we will see what happens. And then I think hopefully that sorts things out and we can keep working on, like, actually that might fix both the night vision and the invisibility. And if it does, then we can just move straight on to the making creepers not explode as long as they're standing next to a cat. Because that one's a weird one, and it should be simpler than it is. Because the oh, it loaded. Okay. So if we crouch, no night vision. So that's an interesting one. Jump over here, throw this at you. No invisibility either. Up. Okay, well, it's showing them now. Okay, so it's just not running that. And then I guess that means that I've messed up somewhere in the main function. Because it should be calling those. But that's a lot simpler than whatever the frick it was before. So we know that we don't need this cat make anymore. So we can delete that. Move to recycle bin. Double check that we've got that there. Yes. Okay, so then let's go to our main function and see, is this just not calling cat sensing, or is this... Oh, I suppose the first thing to check is actually the do we have... No, we know that we have it, because we've got the can see invisible entities bit. So if that's the case, then what is up with this? So let's go look at the init cat sensing can see invisible entities, so that's fine. Go back to our main function and then go over here. Cat sensing is a thing. And this should run every tick. So it's gonna spawn whatever every tick. And then, so if that's running that and cat sensing is working, is it just I've misspelled cat sensing somewhere? So it's PSACATSENSING, and then it's same there, CATSENSING, so that is correct. It registered some kind of change when I did the copy paste there, so I guess we'll do another reload. Oh, hey! I've forgotten how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. And yes, it has been a second. I've kind of just been lurking on your Discord. I don't think I've been able to catch many of your streams. I think you've mainly been getting on when I've been going to bed, unfortunately. Yeah, so how are you today? Because I've just been dealing with really dumb bugs in my code. But it's kind of to be expected when you're dealing with Datapack. It is just, well, it's just coding in general. It's just keep working at the bugs until they're gone. So then we'll do the reload again, and hopefully that will fix our cat sensing thing. I still don't know about the night vision though. Yes, it is great for Datapack specifically because it has the plugins for it. So it works very well for that. Keeps everything organized and color coded. But actually at work I end up using Atom more than I use Visual Studio Code. So I guess I don't really have a favorite coding thing. It all depends on what language I'm using. Definitely for Datapacks, I like Visual Studio Code. So speaking of programming languages, there are some pretty crazy programming languages out there. Alright, so I've got that again. Is the penguin still invisible? Yes, penguin is still invisible. He's right here, somewhere. So that's... Actually, here, let's try the run cat sensing again. Yeah, so it's just not calling it for some reason, which seems bizarre. The main seems to be working other than that, because everything else is working other than our night vision as well. Wait, hang on, do I have... So if we do, tag, key to cat, list. No, I am a cat, okay. Yeah. Do you have a programming language you hate? Because I don't know, I was about to say that I really hate that emoji one, but I don't remember ever actually coding in it. So I can't say I really hate it since I've never used it. There's also, like, I forget what it was called, but there's one that is literally just, like, flashes and the, like, the sideways V, essentially. I forget what they're called. The ones that look like this. So then the code just ends up looking like, something like this, where it's just some weirdness. And I don't want to touch that. But there are converters out there for it to turn it into text-to-speech. Okay, so this is doing for all players like that. That's probably why the crouch night vision isn't working, because it was doing specific player, but this is running for everyone. But that doesn't explain why cat sensing isn't working. Because good lord, why is that not working? Because we've got 1 in our scoreboard value for this. So it's gotta be working. I guess let's run an initial test, and let's say we don't care what score it is. So just for everyone, make them run cat sensing, and we'll see if that works. Because then that'll tell us if our issue is with the limiter or what. Let's go ahead and reload our data pack again. So if we paste that there, and then go back to our testing, and then do reload. Alright, hopefully we can see some kind of difference on here. We'll see what exactly works and what doesn't. But this may make both of them work. It feels so weird to try and fix 2 things at once, because you're really not supposed to do that. But I'm just doing it anyways, because I've got 2 things broken, and I can tweak 1 thing on each of them each time, and they shouldn't affect each other. It's definitely not best practices, though, but I've definitely done a lot of it's not best practices. That's not a new thing for me. Because everyone has the this is best practices followed by the this is our practices. Okay. So it was that limiter. I don't know what it was about that limiter, but now I'm invisible and I don't see my particles, but I see the invisible penguin because the penguin doesn't know how to hide itself from cats. Also, I need to see. Is that? Nope. Okay. That's green room is working. If I crouch. Okay, so crouch does give me night vision. Oh, it also removes it immediately. So something's funky about that. Because that flashing is it removing night vision. So I think the update effects is still not quite working. But I think first let's work on worrying about the cat sense. Because we've got that thing. We've got that working, don't we? So hang on, if we go back here. Yeah, because we've got the can see invisible entities. Oh, so hang on, because that's scoreboard. Let's do /scoreboard. No, not schedule, scoreboard. Scoreboard. Objectives, set display, sidebar, PS underscore cat sensing. Why is that? Okay. So that's part of it. that would be why. It's got a weird capital there. And it should have cat sensing as the thing. So let's go back to our code and make that fix. Because this should be capital cat sensing. Save that. And then copy that and put that in our uninstall. And I think before our next update, we're just gonna have to reset all scoreboards just to make sure that everything's working properly. But we should be able to now take this and go to main and then do... Actually, let's grab this bit first. Plop that in there and then grab that. So we now have cat sensing there. So then I'm going to go ahead and update what is in our folder, but I'm not going to reload until we do the scoreboard update. So we'll paste that there. That's good. And then we have to pop up our testing world. And we want to do scoreboard objectives, actually list. Scoreboard objectives list. That's not helpful. Scoreboard objectives, remove whatever cat something is, move that one. And then remove PSA sensing as well. And then we'll do the reload. So reload that. Oh, though, hang on, because that's... I think we're still wrong there. Because if we go look at our cat make, I think we've now got the wrong thing in there. Yeah, we've got the wrong thing here. So we need to update that, and update that. And then we also need to add the night vision one. So we can grab crouch night vision from here, that's fine. And then that needs to go there. And then we'll copy that and add that to the end of here with that, and change the remove to an add. Save that, and then we want to reload again. I'm glad I caught that before we made more issues, but it also still means that we just need to reload again. So that should be okay-ish. So we'll do that, and then reload. So reload again. That should be the latest version in there. And then I think that'll be okay. Because that should fix both of the night vision and the invisibility. And if it fixes both of those, then we just have the creepers left. And we've actually got the improvement to the invisibility over the 1.0.3 version. So that's going to be a good change. I'm still not going to feel content with the creepers, but I'm not sure that there's much I can do with it. Because essentially what I ran into before with this is that this mod pack has somehow made it so that creepers don't actually run away from cats. Because if they still run away from cats, then it's just as simple as spawn an invisible AI-less cat at the player's feet and make sure that it's following the player, kind of thing. That doesn't work so well when they don't run from them. So that's just not a working solution. And then, is there still an invisible penguin in here? Yes, there is. Let's do scoreboard object, scoreboard players set key to cat, and then we want the cat sensing to be 1, and then we also want the crouch night viz to be 1. Okay, so we've still got to fix the night vision, but at least we can now properly see invisible creatures, and we can even pick them up. And apparently, I guess when you pick them up, they're no longer invisible until you set them back down, which is an interesting quirk. It's basically going to make it so that, in terms of what other players see, if a cat walks up and picks up something invisible, it just looks like they've summoned it out of nowhere. So I think that's going to be quite humorous, if I'm honest. But we've still got to fix that night vision. So let's go ahead and go back to our coding. And so that night vision is an issue with how we're doing the, not actually the crouch night vision, it's an issue with the update function. Because our update function is doing the night vision clear, or whatever it is. Where is it? Clear night vision. So clear night vision... Oh, it's not clear night vision. Is it update effects? Where was it? I thought there was another one. Am I in the wrong one? Is this... No, that is the right one. So where it's that, run PS Commons clear night vision. So if we go look at the clear night vision... Oh! So this is one of the instances where I made a change, and then I never saved the change. Because those happen too when you're dealing with this many files. I mean, you've got one that you're specifically not saving, like that one. So that should be the change we need. I'm debating on whether or not we want to add in the creeper bit before we make the reload again. Because the creeper bit is honestly such a pain to test. Because you have to get into survival mode, and then you have to try and get a creeper to pop up. And if it doesn't, that still might not be that you've got it working. It might just be the data or the mod pack is being weird, because everyone knows that it's prone to doing that occasionally. But I think for good practices, let's do a reload with only this change so that we can make sure that nothing else is influencing this. It is just what we need and what we've decided to change. And we've still got time tonight to do the creeper one. We're not in particularly any rush, so we should be okay. So I think reload, and we should be fine with that. I still like how the light shining through the nether portal is purple. If I had this be stained glass, you would see the color of that too. Just because fancy shaders are nice. Though these aren't actually the fanciest. Because the fancier ones are like the high and extreme or whatever. This is just medium. This is just me making sure to pick a lighter one so that my computer isn't totally freaking out while I'm rendering the game, the stream, and me. So it's a bit silly. Okay. So it's reloaded. And then if I crouch... Okay, good. We've got constant night vision. It's now no longer doing whatever. So if we go hop into the nether, this is probably a better place to check out the night vision. Yep. That is most definitely stable night vision. That is working properly. Let's go pop back through. And now we've got to set up our thingy for creepers. And I don't want to do it here, so we're going to make a little pathway off this way and make a platform just for creepers. Just so that when they do explode, because they're gonna explode, it's not gonna break too much. So that is gonna end up with more more entities falling, because apparently they spawn on the underside of a block instead of on top of it. I don't entirely know what that's about, if I'm honest. It's just weird. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 13. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, was that 10 or was that 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. So then if we carry this over here, and then just make it a square, we should have a nice thing for creepers to be on. And it should be large enough that we can at least confirm that they're still not running away from cats, because it's a thing. So if we bring this over this way, then... Oops, come on. And we're apparently quite low Y level. I did a fly around earlier today where I just decided to see how low I would have to get before I start taking damage from the void. It was actually quite low. But I was also doing it as a soul vulture, so I had a very small amount of health, and 3 hits from the void brought me to like half a heart, so I was like instantly shooting back upwards trying to get away from it. still an interesting scenario, though. Alright. Let's carry that around, and then let's actually just grab carpet of some kind. So that even if we're not a cat, we can still just jump over. But cats specifically can easily jump that. Then let's grab creepers. Creeper spawn eggs. And then I don't know of any way of making the... so, creeper. There's also, like, these baby creepers, which I actually have not seen in-game. But I don't think my thing satisfies those. So I might have to reconsider. So if we do, game mode, survival. Oh! He's already popped over. Yeah, that is... Oop. Oh, okay. Ah, frick. Okay. I do not like some of the modded stuff. Game mode, creative, let's patch these holes. But I guess that's one thing that we'll have to do for this updated version is actually handle those baby creepers, because I definitely was not handling them before. But we've got our night vision, and we've got our invisibility things. If I can hit the guy. There we go. So that works. Let's go pull up our code and see about our creeper friends. I'm hesitant to call them friends, because like I still don't like them. Even as a cat, when they don't explode next to you and they just puff up, it's still like they're creepy. I mean, I could say something else about them. I think it's more just like I like building, so I really hate when there's any risk of the building being damaged because there's just some weird green guy. So, yeah, I'm not happy with those. Anyways, so how we're doing it in this one is checking for any type creeper. So, our alternative is to do... Maybe we could do an unless or something? I'm trying to think of how to do... Because if you want to do... The most basic of OR in this is essentially you have two lines, one for one option, one for the other option, kind of thing. But surely there's a way to do, like, one line that satisfies either. And... Because I know you can do an unless kind of setup, where you have... unless it's not a creeper and not a creeper baby or whatever it is. But I'm also not 100% that because this is essentially using the fuse from the creeper and just making it extraordinarily long. It's basically picking a nearby creeper, tagging them as friendly, and then it is going to defuse them. And it's gonna pick anyone that's not friendly and is within 7 blocks. And once they're friendly, it'll pick them once they're not 7 blocks, or not within 7 blocks, and refuse them. And all that really does is change their explosion radius and put their fuse crazy low. Oh, sorry, crazy high. Because that is the max you can set it to be. And unfortunately, I've never gotten follow range to work properly. Like, they still look at you. They still follow you. At least from what I've seen. Because the thing about a creeper that is already, like, starting to try and explode is they'll stop following. They'll stay still. But once they've gone back to normal, they'll still try and follow you. is the thing. So it's a weird scenario that I don't quite like. But I'm still not sure what I'd do to change it. Cause let me actually pull back up the testing world, and let's try sticking a cat in the creeper cage. And let's see whether or not they do something. So we'll do creeper there, creeper there, creeper there, and then do cat. Cat spawn egg. Yeah. See, they're just... See, that one's even pushing the cat around. That's a pretty sure sign that cats aren't doing their job here. Sorry, cat, but you just kind of had to. So, creepers are like that, and then... Let's pull out one of those baby creepers. So you are now a baby creeper. And then let's do, data, get, entity, and then the one that we were staring at. Then so this has a fuse. So we can do the same thing that we've done for the creepers for the baby creepers and have it function as normal. That should be fine. It's only a matter of how are we picking both, and I think the option may just be do it in 2 lines. Because I don't know of many better ways of doing an OR in a data pack. That's kind of one of the limits of a data pack, is there aren't specific variables and there's not quite the same setup. So I think if we're gonna do this, we'll just have to do it in 2 lines to make sure that we get both the creeper and the baby creeper. And actually, nope, careful there. What would be... Wait, can I? I can indeed pick up a creeper. Now, I am very curious. Where can I go stand? I guess this corner will be fine. So if I go here, and then I go, game mode survival, I am now holding a creeper in survival mode. And it is just fine with it. I'm... I'm not sure I would be fine with this. But I guess... Ooh, is it gonna fizzle when I try and drop it off the side? Is it gonna do... Nope, it just fell. Alright then. So I think that's fine. We've still got... Oh, did one of them despawn? Yes, one of them did. Oh, oops, I forgot I'm in survival mode. Game mode, creative. Alright. So then that should be okay. Let's go to our data pack. And then we need to basically pull in our defuse, refuse, and creepers function into our new attribute. And actually, let's pull up our the init. I'm looking for the init. There it is. Because I want to make our actual attribute. Because this is our big ol' list of attributes. So this is going to be creeper. Say creeper. I guess I'm trying to think of a good descriptive name for this. The one that's coming to mind is no boom, but no boom is kind of meh. So I think our options are just a creeper no or something. I guess we'll do creeper no. So it's just saying no creeper's gonna explode. And then we'll do keeps creepers from exploding. And then we'll grab, oh, not that. We're gonna grab this bit. So if we grab that scoreboard, save that, and then move to our uninstall, we can just put that there and paste that down. So I think that'll work. And then we need to do the actual attribute for it. So we're going to go into our data folder, going to do new folder, and this is going to be ps_a underscore creeper no, I guess. Creeper no, and then we'll add new folder functions. And then we need to grab the creepers defuse, 3 creepers, all these, and paste them into that folder that we just made. Just put them there. And then this should be, yeah, so that already has the entry. This is all just defining stuff and what it needs to change to. PS friendly we still have to make. And tag is fine, sort nearest. This needs to change to ps_a_ creeper no. But this needs to be lowercase because it doesn't exist otherwise. And then we copy that bit, paste that there, save that, and then let's go make our friendly, because this should define the actual thingy. So this is going to fall under our toggles. So we'll do that. And actually, it's probably better if we just go grab the other init and go grab what it says in the other init. Because it should exist in this other init. If it doesn't, then I don't know what the frick, how the frick it worked. Where is it? Control find. And oh, it what? Oh, right, it was a tag, not a scoreboard. That was a dumb. So we'll move that there, save that, and then let's go back to our things. We don't need crouch night vision before or anymore. That's fine. Creepers. Yeah, that was tag. I am bit of a mistake there. Anyways, so now that's working, and then I believe the cat main was literally just calling creeper or any creepers in the area. So we essentially want to grab this bit, and we'll grab that, and then go to our main function and add it here. And this is going to execute as any player that has scores equal to ps_a creeper no equals 1 or more. So anyone that drives away creepers or makes creepers not explode is then going to execute as it's going to execute at them as any creeper within 10 blocks, and it's going to run the function psa creeper no, and it's going to run the creeper function. And I think we're just going to get rid of this comment because that's obviously not working. And I guess because this is that was the ideal. We wanted creepers to run away, and they just don't. So we're just not going to worry about that and just leave that there. Then now with that in place, we've got it in the uninstall, we've got it in the init, we've got the functions in place. That should be everything. Because creepers is running as the creepers themselves, and that's running as that. and everything is running with the correct folder. So that should be right. Let's go ahead and update Datapack and confirm that it is indeed working, which is going to be the scary part, because now we need to actually go up to a creeper and hope that it doesn't explode until we walk away, because that is the intent of this, which is such a weird intent when you put it like that, because it's not even fully mob proofing, it's only partially mob proofing. Oh, but that's still not doing the babies, so we still need to update for the babies. But this should at least prove that for creepers it's working. So we just need to add another call for babies and make sure that the follow through doesn't check for are they a creeper again anywhere else. That is one of the weird ones, because like baby zombies were always in Minecraft, but one of the mods has decided to add baby everything, which is cute but also not, because I don't count baby creepers as cute. Baby skeletons are very cute if they don't have a bow, because they get the speed increase and then they also have the range. So baby skeletons are completely terrifying when you're in survival mode. Okay. Let's do game mode survival. Hey, you wanna explode? It did. It did want to explode. So that's lovely. Oh dear. How wonderful. Okay, game mode, creative. Let's grab our stuff. And then we'll put that back. And then Baby Creeper spawn egg I don't care about. Wings we definitely want to keep. Stone is what I'm more caring about at the moment. So I want to put that back, and then we can just go kill these guys. What even are you? Creepies? I'll probably need to... Oh, I shouldn't have killed them all, because then... Okay, let's pull out a spawn egg for them, and see if they also have the fuse thing. What? Surely there is... egg. Baby creeper, creeper. Sure, like, it exists. It was there. Is there not a spawn egg for it? I don't entirely know. Because it's one of the... It's a modded thing, I know. It's just the weird setup. So many spawn eggs. Okay, you know, let's just try the summon command. Summon... I think it was Savages and Ravages. Creepy? Yeah. So you... Data get entity... Good, you're not walking away before I grab that. Okay. Do they have fuse? They do not seem to have a fuse. So if they don't have a fuse, I can't do anything with them. Because right now we're relying solely on the fuse. Which is probably part of our problem. Alright, well let's first get rid of you. And then let's grab Creeper, Spawn Egg. Fluff you down. And then get your data. Because essentially I want to see, is this guy friendly? Because he's within the range that he should be friendly. I do not see a friendly, though. Huh. Okay. So we don't have a friendly creeper here. I feel like that should be obvious. but that means that our function isn't being called properly, I guess? I like how my last death is in the air, because I just got catapulted from the explosion. Okay, so let's go back to our coding. Oops. And then check where this is messing up. Oh, actually, let's go back to testing and then do run function, and then it was ps underscore a underscore creeper. No, yeah. So we've got that exists. Let's try running it here, and then let's try grabbing this guy's data again. Are you friendly this time? Nope, it's still got the high fuse and stuff. Let's try running the creeper's defuse. Gotta execute as that guy though. So I'm pretty sure that didn't do anything. Just double checking to make sure that it indeed didn't do anything. So that is correct. Up. So something's... Wait. Do I have the... So scoreboard, objectives, set display, sidebar, ts underscore creeper no. And then ts scoreboard, players, set key to cat, creeper no to 1. Okay. So that was probably our issue, and then if we go grab this guy's data again, where is his fuse again? Yeah, his fuse is super long, and so now if we go into game mode survival, he's gonna puff up, and he doesn't explode. So we are now at leisure to kill him, or we can just go run away, and he explodes right behind us. And there's just these guys now. What do these guys even do? Okay, so they do cause damage, but they don't cause block damage, so I'm less bothered by them. Alright. Now that that is in place, we're actually good, because... Oh, no, we still have to do the babies. But I actually need to go run off for a second. So I'm going to switch this to BRB, and I will be right back. I am back. So that means that we can hop back into our coding. And yes, we were on making the creeper babies work like the creepers. Which I actually need to pull out the creeper baby spawn egg again. And that is mechanism add-ons. So if I fly out over here, and then go into game mode, creative, and spawn one of these guys. Fucking get, oh, that was the wrong map to get rid of, but oh well. So I need to get, data, get entity, you. Alright, so what type are you? Is essentially what I need to figure out. Is what am I putting down for the type? Name, random spawn bonus, that's not the same thing. Surely there is a thing that says what it is, no? Let's try the summon command. The summon, this was a mechanism add-on, this guy. So this is the type. So let's copy that. Oh, I forgot that this was on the wrong one. Oh well. So we need to add this to the creepers thing. But this is actually going to be in the main. So this is going to run as those guys. So if we put that there, and then copy the same execute line. So this should run as type creeper baby within 10 blocks and do the same exact thing as whatever it was. And I think that should be fine. I think that'll work. It's not like we have a limit on it or anything. So then let's try updating the actual Datapack and doing the reload. Actually, before we do that, do I have this in the cat make? I do not. Let's add this to the cat make before we do that. So this should be, say, creeper. Okay, you know what? Let's just go back to our main one. Grab that. Cat make that. Copy that. Save. Go to cat remove. Put that there. Remove that. Where there, cat. There we go. So that should be it. Now we can reload our thing. And now cats should always have this. Okay. So we've got that there. Now we can switch to the testing mode. And then go back to our testing world. And do reload. And this should help with the babies. So if this works, we'll be having cats be immune to creepers and creeper babies. So that's only it's an immune with an asterisk. Asterisk? Because theoretically, if you sat there long enough, the fuse would still run out. But no one in their mind, like, no one sane is going to sit there for the 300 whatever. Was it 300 or was it 3,000? I've already forgotten. The crazy amount of time that it's set to, the max time that it could be set to, and just wait out that fuse. If you do, you kind of deserve to get blown up by a creeper. Alright, so now if I check that, where is their fuse again? Yes, so their fuse is the 32,767, and that is this baby creeper guy. So that means that we are working with baby creepers as well. So if we go game mode survival. Hey there, little guy. Can you be bigger? There we go. Now you're pooping up. And then go pop. And I got gunpowder out of that. Okay. So we've got baby creepers and we've got big creepers both working. And we've also got our... Where did that even go? I just missed. I don't know what happened with that one. Game mode. Creative. Let's get another invisibility potion. Invisibility. You work. There we go. It just shot up like... Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I don't know where that one went then. That was such a weird one. But yeah, so we've got shadow monsters, and you can be invisible yourself and not be a shadow monster. And actually, let's grab a cat itself. Because cats, in theory, should be able to hide from other cats, even if they are entity cats and not player cats. But yeah, so you just don't see the cat, but you see the penguin. So I am fine with that. That is valid. So with that, I believe that's actually the cat species done. So that's a very interesting quirk. It's the... Oh boy. We now have the proper setup for a cat. And I believe... Let's go run through the cat main one more time just to make sure that we've got everything. We've got these invisible players as shadowy things. We've got no fall damage. We've got jumps higher and can power up their jump. I've demonstrated that several times just running around testing the other stuff. Speed at the cost of hunger. Speed when... Oh, we've got to check that the chocolate works. Because chocolate didn't work before, and we made that change and we never actually tested it. So let's go into game mode survival and pull out our chocolate bars. And I guess we've got to get hungry first, so let's run around a bit until we've got some hunger in us. Maybe even a few jumps here and there. Come on, how am I still not hungry? Like, you see that bar going, right? Oh, it's because it's dealing through saturation first. Well, let's just run in a circle over here until we get hungry. Ah, there we go. So we've got a bit of hunger now. Oh, yep. I am taking damage and I am now super fast. Come on, go faster. Woo! And since this is poison, it's not gonna fully harm you. You're still gonna, like, recover. But as you eat more chocolate and you gain the saturation back, you'll gain the health back. Until you're now just fine. So if I eat the steak now, that should give me, yeah, more health back. So I am now just gaining more speed out of that. Until I hit the sugar crash, and it just doesn't know what to do. But I'm still getting this, the pain speed boost. So adrenaline is definitely working. And then, I think the other thing that we have to test is whether the carnivore thing is working. So I need to get hungry again and try something that's not carnivore food. In this case, a banana is what I have on hand. Hang on. So not hungry now. Eat that. Yep. Now I've got the hunger. So that means that that is working properly. And you can scale glass with the climbing effect from a banana for some reason. Even though there's, like, nothing to scale there. There we go. And I've still got the hunger, so it's gonna be lingering for a little bit, because it is the... Actually, is it more intense than... I guess it is more intense. I'm not sure why I made it more intense. But it's supposed to be, like, the same thing that you get from rotten flesh. But I think I made it more intense because this applies to anything that is not whatever your diet is supposed to be. So, like, a baked potato is going to give you more health back, or more haunches back than a rotten flesh. So in order to balance it out, I did a much stronger hunger. Just because it needed to be better, or worse, I guess, in this case. Do you want to go for a ride? Do you want... Yes, let me carry you. and you can go on an adventure. Have fun. Alright. So that is the cat done then. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's go back through our list, because I think we got halfway through the list, and then I realized something. So speed when hurt, we've just established that. Night vision with crouching, and disarms nearby creepers, we've done both of those. So cats are officially done. We've got the cat make and cat remove working properly, and you could hear as you're running around taking damage that we do indeed meow like a cat. So that is all working properly. And yeah, I am a cat, if it wasn't obvious. So then, we've still got 30 minutes for the time that I allotted to doing this. So we could either start our work on the elf, or we could find some other thing that might not even work to go mess with. Don't need to save that. Cat remove is fine, creepers is fine, clear night vision is working. Player hurt doesn't matter right now. That doesn't matter right now. Okay. And then let's reorder these just so that they're... Actually, let's put an install first. Okay. So the elf is probably actually mostly done at this point, because the elf was made at the request of Gumball, and was a pretty basic species, if I'm honest. Because it's vegetarian, as elves are. Then iron gives poison, and this is the more unique part of this creature, and their more unique downside, where if you're wearing iron armor, if you're standing on an anvil, if someone has smacked you with a iron shovel, all of those will poison you. So it was quite fun to figure out how to get all of those different ones to do that specifically different effect. And the reason I like this is because if you're not an elf and you've just built your face however you wish, you might not think about putting an iron door and how that can damage someone. But then if an elf wanders into your space, now they might have a challenge because the space wasn't designed for them. It was designed for you, and I mean, basically this entire thing has been made, like this entire player species stuff has been made with the idea of how to make accessibility kind of the forefront. Like it's something that you have to think about in this kind of loadout when you've got a multiplayer server with all of these different things where some of them have to be in water, some of them can't be in water, some of them can't touch iron, kind of thing. And you've got to now either decide to try and include them and make your spaces good for everyone, or decide that it doesn't matter to you and make the conscious decision of, okay, this specific player that I know isn't going to be welcome in my home because I've got an iron floor, kind of thing. But anyways, back to the elf. They've got the no fall damage, which the cat also has, so that's basically just turning on that ability for them, as is the vegetarian, because we've already got that one down. And then the more interesting one is they get regen when standing on a log, but it's only when they've idled on it. So the way that I phrase it as meditation. So they get the invisibility when sneaking on a tree. So if they're trying to sneak on some leaves or on a log, they're in their element, as an elf would be, so they're able to camouflage. Of course, this doesn't work on cats, who can see them as shadows, and this doesn't work on other elves either. They will still see other elves as whatever it is. I think it was as a green cloud for them. But they will... If they just stand idle on a log, they'll start healing and regenerating because they're communing with nature. They are essentially feeding off nature's life force around them, because it's their home and what they're used to, I guess. So it's not overpowered, I think, since they have to be idle. So if you're like actually in a PvP situation with an elf, as long as you don't let them just stand on a log and you keep them moving, they're not going to be able to do it. But they will try and run for whatever trees there are and turn invisible and like go hide essentially until they can get their health back. So it's always interesting to see how you would counter these species and how you would take advantage of them. Because, like, on the server that this is being made for, we have a Coliseum where the actual Coliseum center, where you're doing the fighting, is going to be able to be swapped out. So you can have a ocean-themed one where it's deep water, stony platforms that kind of peek up through it. Or there could be a desert one where there's no water at all and just these ever so slight hills of sand or something. Maybe a lava pool. Actually, no, I can't do a lava pool, so it'll be magma blocks if we did that. So that is... I'm gonna have to review that, because I did want to include lava somewhere in there. I might have to do some weird dispenser setup with it then. Because it's already a challenge to try and do it. Luckily we've got the create mod. So we've got the cart contraptions, and that's how we've done the different stages, is each one of them is a different cart contraption, and it just locks into place and then can be sent off when you're done with it. But it's getting like liquids on a cart contraption isn't exactly a thing. So I'll have to review what lava options there are, because it would have been really cool to have like a couple deep lava where a soul vulture could go hide under it because they've got fire resistance. Though that does also seem weird to me, where if you've got fire resistance you can be under lava just fine, but it's not like you can breathe lava with fire resistance. So it feels like that still shouldn't be a thing, but it is. So, but I don't know how you'd fix that in the main game, because that is a main game issue. It's just so bizarre, the thought that having fire resistance means that you can breathe lava. It's not even the right consistency. And surely as soon as it, like, touched your skin, it would turn to rock, because you're much cooler than lava is, essentially. It's like when it touches the air and solidifies. So, opening your mouth and having lava come in is just gonna give you a mouthful of rock, no? It's... How do you breathe rock? You can't breathe rock, it's not a thing! I mean, I suppose you could breathe dust, but you're still not supposed to do that either, even though it is technically breathing a rock. I don't know, I think I'm getting on a tangent here. all sorts of weird thoughts. But at least we've got the cat done. So the cat is good. And then we've got... Because I'm trying to think of, like, what else we have to do before 1.1.0 is ready for server release. Because we've got to update it to the latest version, because it hasn't done that, but I'm doing that off stream. But then we've also got the ritual to actually make people their species. Because right now, we have the functions to make and remove, but we don't have how those are actually being called. And ideally, I was going to have it be where each of these functions could be triggered by a book that someone with a specific tag could, like, interact with. Just something so that if I were to give this out, people wouldn't have to know all the commands. Because right now the only thing in help in this one is the uninstall. Which I think we'll probably have to change. But I figure if we give them a book, then it can have the explanation, it can have what to do, kind of thing. But the issue is, if you've got it set so that only a specific person or a specific group of people, whoever has the tag, can use this book, you need something to mark who is the one being changed. And initially on the server, we have a altar set up, and I was going to do specific coordinates to the altar, but that breaks when you think of giving it to someone else, because they're going to have a different world, so they're not going to have the altar in the same place. So that means that it has to be something that can be moved. So I could have it where they're standing on a specific block, but that doesn't work with our altar because it's a chisel bit thing. Or we could have it set so that they need to be holding something specific, which means I now need to make a custom ritual item, which I have not actually made a custom item in a data pack before. So that could be interesting. But that is unexplored territory that I'm a bit scared to do on stream. So, I don't know. It's one of those things that I'll have to research in advance. I could literally just do, like, a stick with a tag on it, and say that this has to be in either their main hand or their offhand. Doesn't matter which. Because then, like, if it's an item, you could also do bulk changes. So you could have, like, two people that are both wanting to be turned into cats. So you have both of them do whatever ritual things you want them to do, and then hold the item. And then you read from the book and press the button and it does the things. But I think it's one of those ones that's just a little weird, and I'm a bit more unsure of. Either way, I think we'll save Elf for next time. We may be able to do it in one session. We'll see. I make no promises, because I don't know whether we're gonna hit some other weird error like we did with the me completely forgetting to make a functions folder twice. Because of course I did that twice. But I believe that is about where we're gonna call it today. So I'm glad you guys could join me. Don't worry, we will be back with this data pack next week. Fingers crossed. Spider! Did you really join in right at the end, Spider? or have you been chilling here? Because I didn't know you were here. Oh, you just woke up? I suppose that's a different way of catching my stream. I mean, I'm good to just chill and talk for a little bit while we wind down. I've still got another 10 minutes or so before the actual supposed end of stream. I just didn't want to get started on the elf species next when we've already just finished the cat species. But did you sleep well at least? Because I know time zones are crazy. No, you didn't sleep well? Oh, that's no good. I don't really have any. You slept at 5 and only 5 hours of sleep? That's no fun. Like, do you still have time where you can, like, go get more sleep? Or do you, like, actually have to be up now? It wasn't another one of those sleep paralysis things, was it? Because you've had those before. And I know those don't sound fun. Gotta go somewhere is not as much fun when you've only had 5 hours of sleep. You don't know what happened with the sleep paralysis, or you don't know what woke you up? Because if you're going with the you don't know what woke you up, I'm gonna claim it the sixth sense of my stream, and you wanted to come say hi. and in which case I say I'm sorry that I woke you up. But either way, yeah. At least you can say hi. So, hungry would probably be it. Hungry is a much more reasonable explanation rather than sixth sense for the stream. So, what food are you gonna end up getting? Because surely you're gonna go get food. Oh, and are those your new emotes that you were talking about? Because those look pretty cool. They kind of remind me of the reincarnated as a spider thing. I actually never finished watching that anime now that I think about it. But I just kind of got confused, if I'm honest, and dropped off it. And I don't quite know what confused me. I think it's because I kept thinking that the spider and the demon queen lady were the same but in different time things, and then that was confirmed by a friend, but then proved to be wrong in one episode, and I was just completely thrown off and was like, okay, well now I don't know what's going on, because there's clearly some time shenanigans. And it was, frick, what was its proper name? It was the, hang on, reincarnated spider thing is probably gonna find it. Reincarnated spider. I'm a spider, so what? Is what the anime is called. Ooh. Chinese food is good. And rice and curry or noodles? I don't know. I've always been more a fan of Japanese noodles than I have been of Chinese noodles. So I'm partial to, well, really I'm partial to like Indian curry and naan when it comes to curry. Because goat curry is amazing. Though it has a lot of bones, so I'm kind of I'm less happy about that bit, because I'm still not used to eating around bones, because it's just not a thing that happens in American cuisine. I guess they just kind of assume that, like, Americans assume that other Americans will shovel down food, so we don't risk putting bones in it. Like, we make sure that everything in there is edible. So it's a weird thing. But goat curry itself is really good. So yeah, that does beg the question, what kind of curry? Because there are a lot of kinds of curries. There's like Japanese curry, there's the, for Chinese, if it moves it's edible. I mean, yeah, I've seen some of those Chinese markets. I can kind of get that. Yeah, I think, what was it? Butter chicken curry? Butter chicken is one of my favorites too. So I just like some curries, not all. And then, so I've realized that I'm a bit picky. Oh, I like sweet and sour chicken. Sweet and sour chicken is pretty good. As well as, I think it's Kung Pao chicken was the one? I don't know, I tend to forget which one I actually like, and then just order one of the chicken ones, and it's either hit or miss depending on the place. Like, sesame chicken is good. But I know I'm a bit picky with some things. Like, I like, P.F. Chang's orange chicken, but then I don't really like some other places' orange chicken, despite it being the same dish, because it's just made differently. But I think the one that I am especially picky with is udon, where it's the one that I like is the really thick, chewy noodles. But like, I'll get those packets of dry udon noodles that you can make at home, and they never puff up, and it is infuriating to me. Because they're just thin and slimy then, and it's like, why? This isn't my lovely, chewy udon noodles. Oh, General Tso's, I think, is the one that you're thinking of. And yeah, it's quite interesting how, like, you have these dishes that are labeled as whatever kind of dishes, like Chinese dishes, but they aren't really. They're whatever they're at, kind of, like orange chicken is probably a uniquely American Chinese food, where you're not gonna see anyone in China actually eating orange chicken. It's just something that they made to suit the American palate or whatever. I'm sure they have similar things in other countries. Like, I'm sure there's some English-only version of a Chinese dish that is just unique to England or wherever it is. So it's always weird. Though I know even without that, you end up with the kind of differences between families is what I've noticed as well. Like, my family has something that we call goulash, but goulash typically is a kind of stew that's a German stew, but to us it is elbow noodles baked in tomato sauce with ground meat in it. So it's a baked pasta dish rather than a stew. And it just throws people off whenever I say goulash, because they're thinking the stew, while I'm thinking my family's dish. And I that's why I've switched to saying things like, I have had baked tomato pasta, because no one's gonna know what I mean when I say goulash. And I'm gonna attribute it to my parents living in Germany for a while, but I'm still not 100% sure, because I'm pretty sure it was a dish that they got from their parents, kind of deal. So I don't even think it was a German thing that they picked up there. I think it was this has been passed down through the family and is just what we like. So it's always interesting to run into those kinds of things. Does your family have anything like that, where it's something that you call one way that no one else would understand if you said it to them? 'Cause I'm sure every family has to have at least one of those things, or at least one quirk that they do that everyone else kind of raises an eyebrow at because they don't think it's normal. Because I know one of the non-food related ones is that my family, like, we stick our tongue out at each other as a term of endearment. So we have that weird kind of tendency to go at someone, which doesn't quite pick up here, but it's endearing essentially to us. Fried rice, but it didn't feel like fried rice. Is there a wrong way to make fried rice? Because fried rice is just rice that is fried. It's like the as far as I'm aware, the traditional Chinese way to make it is with whatever you have in your pantry. So I don't. What was so different about it that made it? She used to make it so healthy it didn't feel fried. I mean, I suppose that would do it. Because I know there are definitely certain foods that, like, if you make them healthy, you've made them wrong. My hot chocolate being one of them. Because I have a hot chocolate that I worked on since I was in, like, elementary school. Like, I legit found in one of my school projects the initial recipe, like the very start of the recipe to my hot chocolate that I have been working on since then. And it is like the most American, most calorie-packed thing that you could probably turn into a drink. Because it is made with ice cream, vanilla ice cream, milk, Nutella, and then cocoa powder, or whatever hot chocolate mix you have on hand at the time, just to give it that little extra kick of chocolate. It's not really necessary, but I'd like to throw it in anyways. And then you also add whatever additional flavorings you feel like at the time. Because my favorite is chocolate orange, and it's one of those weird things that people don't understand until they've had a chocolate orange. Because it's that kind of sweet tartness that is amazing, and I grew up having chocolate oranges during Christmas, so it just kind of became that winter taste to me. So whenever I make it for myself, I'll throw in a little bit of Sunny D, or orange juice in it. So it becomes like ice cream, Nutella, so ice cream, chocolate, more chocolate, milk, and really sugary orange juice. That is not a healthy combination at all. But when you blend it and then heat it up, it turns into like the foamiest, like most soothing drink you could ever have. But definitely if you're not used to drinking it, you're gonna take a sip and be like, that's enough. That's not bad, but that's enough. But since I grew up making this thing, it is now like I can't have normal American hot chocolate that's made with just water because it's horrid to me. So yeah, definitely one of those ones that you can't make. And that's fine. I was actually probably about to end it here anyways, so you go have fun at whatever you needed to get to. And I will be back streaming on next Sunday, and we will be back with City Skylines. And so we have City Skylines on Sunday, Planet Zoo on Tuesday again. We will be working on the lemur habitat, I believe. And then Datapack will be back next Thursday, assuming I don't get sick again. So I will see you guys then.